My name is Sokri Sum or Sum Sokri in Cambodian way. I never forget what happened to my parents. Never, never. It's still fresh on my mind. How they die painfully, slowly, after they do not have enough food for so long, and illness do not have medicine. I was 11 years old when the Khmer Rouge took over Phnom Penh. In the first few months, the Khmer Rouge were not so strict in terms of movement. Eventually, they put us live in the rice field, and we have to make our own house. And then people have to go to work in the field. At first, my village in Old Creek, there were a lot of people, and gradually, slowly, the village become quieter, and because people die by starvation, some people will disappear, some people just were taken away. I want to tell you a little bit about our way of life in that time. Everything was controlled by the state. No market, no private life, no individualism. Everything, every belonging had to submit to the organization. We had to eat collectively. We had to sleep collectively. The women live with the women, the men live with the men. So people were separated from the family. At one point, my mother came to me, pleading me to give her kwan. As a God who was chosen, it's a privilege for you to be chosen by the authority to watch the farm. I have to respect the rule, abide by the rule of the Khmer Rouge, that you have to no emotion or sentiment with family. My mother came to me pleading me for corn to eat because she was starving. First I said no, I cannot do that. I cannot give you corn. If I gave you and if I give corn to you, I was in trouble. But as a son, eventually, I cannot say no. She kept pleading me. And then I told my mom, I let you do that. I let you pick the corn, but you had to crawl. You had to crawl, don't walk. You have to crawl into the corn. You had to crawl into the corn and to the middle of the corn, and when you saw the corn, you just pick the corn and you eat with your body lying flat on the ground. And she did that. I was, as a guard, I sit on the trees, and not only me, there are many other guards from different directions. I fear that the other guard seeing her did that. She finished eating the raw corn, and she just moved back without standing or crouching, and then she walked out of the plantation, and she said thank you to me, and then she walked back to the village. The corn plantation was about, I think, 2-3 kilometers from the village.